Hey there, orange belts. Now it's time for us to practice those moves that we have to get good at in order to earn our first black stripe. They are the traditional movements. There's 3 of them: horse stance punches, down blocks in front stances, middle blocks in back stances. Let's go ahead and get started. Class, cheerio.
Yes, sir.
Kune bow. Let's go to the traditional Junbi position. Feet apart, hands right in front of the belt, almost like my arms are making kind of a circle, just like this. Now, I'm going to say horse stance position. We're going to say, yes, sir. Get ready to do those single punches. Remember, the horse stance punches, one hand is out, punch into the body, not the head, but the body, and the other hand comes to the rib. And then we switch on every punch. So here we go. Horse stance position. Loud yelling. 1,
Hiya.
2,
Hiya.
3,
Hiya.
4,
Hiya.
5.
Hiya.
Hold it here. Check yourself. You see Miss Stephanie's toes are forward, which is good. She's bending her knees outward, which is good. And her hand is covering her rib. All right, relax, Miss Stephanie. Good work. Now we're going to go on to the next one. Down blocks in the front stance. We start facing this way. Our shoulders, our belt, everything go in this direction. When you do horse stance, it's all the same direction. That's easy. But when we start doing these front stances, we have to step and turn our whole body, everything to the side. My hips are to the side. My shoulders are to the side. Even my toes are all pointed to the side. So here we go. When I count 1, down block, ayah. Ready? 1.
Hiya.
Just like that. Back. Fold. 2.
Hiya.
Nice. Back. Like when we were learning Kamsa, we learned to fold before we execute the chop. When we were yellow belts, we did them real quick. Fold and then chop. And now that we're orange belts, we still fold, even for these traditional movements. Fold before we block. Last one. 3.
Hiya.
Just like that. And look at Miss Stephanie's got all of her toes forward, hips forward, shoulders forward. Even her eyeballs are facing forward. That's awesome. All right, come on back. Let's go to the other side now. We'll do 3 down blocks. Ready? 1.
Hiya.
Come on back. Ready? 2.
Hiya.
And come on back. Let's do one more, bending that front knee to make it a front stance. Ready? 3.
Hiya.
Wow, perfect. Come on back. Excellent job. All right. Now, the last movement we're going to work on today is the middle block. When I count 1, we start here in the Junbi position, facing this way. I'm going to keep my right foot facing that direction. My left foot's going to step to create the back stance. And as I step, I turn these toes. I'm creating that L shape. So one set of toes is facing one way, other set of toes is facing the other. As I do that, middle block with my left hand. So here we go. To the left middle blocking. 1.
Hiya.
Back. Ready? 2.
Hiya.
Back. And remember, we fold before we execute. 3.
Hiya.
Nice. Back. All right, now we're going to go to the right. Now my left foot stays in place. My right foot steps out and points. I'm creating that back stance. Remember, we call it the back stance because you're supposed to be leaning back. Not so much that this leg gets locked. That's incorrect. It's still bent. But instead of leaning forward, I'm leaning away. Defensive block. Ready? And 1.
Hiya.
Back. Very good. 2.
Hiya.
Back. Last one. Make it nice and good. Deep stance. Bend those knees. 3.
Hiya.
Back. Very good. The traditional movements are something that we want to make sure that we get really good at now at orange belt. Because when we get to green belt, we learn the form called chunji. At purple belt, we learn tosan. All these forms, green belt and beyond, are going to make use of these traditional stances. Okay? In fact, one of my favorite forms, the brown belt form called hwarang, is full of these kinds of stances, and that form is very, very old. It's been around hundreds of years, people practicing it, and when you see people doing it, you'll be able to say, hey, that's a front stance. Hey, that's a back stance, because you're learning them right now. So stick around. Let's do a little extra practice so you guys can get even better. Great work on that curriculum section. Now it's time for us to practice. Please follow along with my count in the next section. All right, Orange Belts, let's practice our traditional movements. Ready, chario, kunye, bow. Traditional junbi position. Go to horse stance, one hand out, single punching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Guman. Return. Next, stepping to the left, down block in a front stance. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. Now stepping to the right, down block in a front stance. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. Stepping to the left, middle block, back stance. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. Stepping to the right, middle block, back stance. 1. And back. 2. And back. 3. And back. 4. And back. 5. And back. Chario. And shawl. Great work in that practice section. Remember, you can always take a video of yourself practicing at home and send it to us so that we can give you that personal feedback to help make you even better. All right, everybody. See you next class.